Hello, Stephen Dean speaking, and today I want to talk about A Course in Miracles lesson 46. The first couple of paragraphs explain what it's really about, and I just want to run through that first. It's, God is the love in which I forgive. Right, firstly it says, God does not forgive because he has never condemned. Well, what they're saying there, God doesn't need to forgive because he knows that this isn't real. So what's he got to forgive? It's us that have got to forgive. He's never condemned. By condemned, they mean thinking that this is real. And there must be condemnation before forgiveness is necessary. See, cause and effect, isn't it, again? Something's got to be taken as wrong before it can be forgiven. Forgiveness is the great need of this world, and that is because it is a world of illusions. Because it's an illusion, it's not right, it needs forgiving by realising that it's wrong. It's an illusion. Those who forgive are thus releasing themselves from illusions, because they realise they're in a dream, while those who withhold forgiveness are binding themselves to them. Well, most people at present who insist that this is real, only because their conditioning tells them so. I mean, they just can't get their heads around something like this, and that's what the whole of the Course in Miracles is about, really, to educate his teachers to be able to go out to the masses. Yeah. Anyway, back to this. It says, as you condemn only yourself, so do you forgive only yourself. You know, because you're condemning yourself by believing this to be real. So only you can forgive yourself by realising, recognising it's not. Yet, although God does not forgive, his love is nevertheless the base of forgiveness. Even though he doesn't know about forgiveness, you know, his love is nevertheless the base of forgiveness, because it's the basis of it is loving someone enough to overlook any animosity you may have, to see beyond it and realise that it's just a dream and he's just a figure in the dream. And he's only really hurt you because you believed he had. Fear condemns and love forgives. There you are. If you're fearful, you're interacting with the dream. Like on the television and the news and all them terrible news of wars and all this and the other. You let it affect you, think, oh no. But it's interaction with it then. I'm not saying you should ignore the plight, what's going on over there. But you should look at it as an observer, a concerned observer. You know. Rather than taking it to heart and having negative thoughts yourself. Because then the dream is winning. There's positive and negative in this dream. The negative bit is a real nightmare. You probably noticed. Forgiveness thus undoes what fear has produced, returning the mind to the awareness of God. See, once you realise that fear, like the illusion, isn't real, it returns to the awareness of God, who knows that nothing's real. For this reason, forgiveness can truly be called salvation. It is the means by which illusions disappear. He goes on then to talk about the exercises. I haven't mentioned exercises before, but in this case it's 3 5-minute lessons a day, where for 5 minutes you say to yourself, God is the love in which I forgive you. Think of someone you haven't forgiven for some past perceived misdeed. After you've applied that idea to everybody that you feel you should forgive for some past misdeed, you then say, God is the love in which I forgive myself. Because recognise that your friends haven't done anything really to harm you. You've got to realise that you haven't really done anything either. There is only ever the present. The past, which is just in your mind, is just what you remember of an old dream. Everybody's got a different idea of what went on in that dream, what goes on in this dream. None of it's real, none of it's true. Anyway, he goes on to say, God is the love with which I bless myself. God is the love in which I am blessed. I cannot be guilty because I am a son of God. I have already been forgiven. No fear is possible in the mind beloved of God. There is no need to attack because love has forgiven me. He can't be guilty because I'm a son of God. We can't believe this to be true, really. In reality, we know this isn't true because we are the son of God. We are of his mind, like the people in my nighttime dreams are of my mind. We are of him, of his mind. So we can't be guilty. We've already been forgiven because God knows, really, that it isn't real. And whereas we're really God, once we rejoin him, we will know it isn't real. We've always known that. Just at the moment, we're dreaming. No fear is possible in a mind beloved of God, because once we connect back with God, we only connect with his perfect love. There is no fear. That belongs to the illusion. There is no need to attack because love has forgiven me. There's no need to get upset anymore. Love knows it never was real, and so do you, now. God is the love in which I forgive you. Think on those words. Just for 5 minutes, 3 times a day. This day or as many days as you like. You make your own calendar with it. But the more you do it, the more you feel its results. The better you feel. The more and more wonderful. Anyway, lesson 46 that was. God is the love in which I forgive. Thank you very much. See you next time.